Welcome back to Audio Reviews Down Under. I have a couple of IMs I'm going to review today. I've got the Simgot Ea500. This IM's been very popular of the last few weeks. About a couple of weeks myself. It's a brilliant IM. Really been impressed with the Ea500. I also just recently got the new Heartmirror Zero. If you can, sorry, not the greatest camera lighting, but yeah, this is the Heartmirror Zero. I'll be talking about both of these IMs today, just to do a quick little review of both of them. Firstly, the Ea500, which is a absolutely brilliant IM. I believe it's a DLC driver, diamond like carbon 10mm driver. Has a claimed frequency response of 10 to 50,000 kilohertz. Yeah, what I can say about it is I've been very impressed with it. It's got really nice sub bass, great mids and treble presentation. It's got quite a solid built shell. It's I think it's maybe aluminum, something like that. Yeah, very nice weight to it. It fits perfectly. It's one of the best fitting IMs that I've ever worn, and yeah, very comfortable. I've got the large spin fit CP145 on these at the moment. I've yeah, been using the CP145 with these mostly. Also have the red nozzle on these, as most people may know. These have detachable nozzles. You can unscrew them, take them off, switch them over. Yeah, I've been using the red nozzles as I prefer how they sound with the red nozzles, and with the CP145s in the large size. The base of the Simgot Ea500, the sub bass is very hits very deep and is very warm. Gives the whole tonality a very warm feeling, especially in the vocals. It's very nice with male and female vocals. I have no issues with any of the tracks that I listen to. Which are like anything from dubstep, hip hop, jazz, metal, and everything in between, really. Yeah, the sub bass is quite deep. It gives the sound quite a warm and deep feeling, and it gives the overall the sound stage a deeper, more resonant kind of a feeling as well. Yeah, the bass seems very well controlled. The sub bass doesn't seem to bleed too much into the sort of the upper or lower mids and that sort of thing. I think it is pretty well presented in the mix. The the separation and soundstage is pretty good on the Ea500. Um, I was just comparing the overall kind of the soundstage of the Ea500 and the Heartmirror Zero. They both have a pretty decent soundstage. The the general tonality of both of them. They have a similar treble presentation. They both have like very nice treble. I think because the lack of sub bass with the Heartmirror Zero, they can sound a little bit thinner than the Ea500, but they do have a pretty punchy lower mid bass. They can punch pretty well with things like kick drums and with tracks like music like dubstep. They do have some like decent bass presentation, but they're not gonna hit as hard or as low as the Ea500 does. Uh, I found that they sound alright with the Heartmirror Zero sound alright with things like rock and jazz. Things like pianos sound pretty nice on the A500. Sorry, the Heartmirror Zero. Um, the one thing I found with the Heartmirror Zero is they can sound a little thin at times, especially with vocals and certain instruments. Can sound just a little bit thin sometimes. Uh, I mostly have been listening to both with the FIO BTR3K and just a little listening with the Truthier Shio as well. With a Tripon's Zoni Moss 4.4 balanced cable. I found that the EA500 is a little more. It has a little more uh, energy. Well, it's a little easier to drive, I'd say, than uh, the Heartmirror Zero. I actually found I had to turn um, the volume up maybe one notch, 1 to 2 notches with the Heartmirror Zero, whereas with the especially with like the Shio, yeah, the EA500 is definitely a little more efficient and just goes like a little bit louder with the same volume. So yeah, the driver seems to be more efficient, whereas the zinc alloy shell and the 10 millimeter, I think it's a carbon nanotube diaphragm in the Heartmirror Zero. Um, it just is just a slight teensy bit harder to drive. Yeah, I only had to turn up 1 to 2 notches above where I had the EA500 at. Um, yeah, what can I say? The presentation of both the sound stage is pretty good. The treble and instrument detail and vocals are both pretty good. Although, yeah, the like I mentioned, the Heartmirror Zero can come off just a little bit thin at times, but that's due mostly to the lack of the lower kind of the sub bass region, which the EA500 has plenty of, and otherwise, like they're very similar tonality wise in the like the upper treble region. They have a similar treble presence, but I think the Heartmirror Zero just has slightly more treble presence because I think that lack of sub bass, which the Ea500 has, the treble, it just seems just a little more extended in the Heartmirror Zero because of that just lack of sub bass. And yeah, it doesn't quite have the authority that the Ea500 does. Uh, I don't know what else I can say about the two of them. They're both pretty good IMs. I actually really have been preferring the Ea500 lately over just about all my various RMs that I have. I have the Kibu Malure as well, which has been my previous favourite to listen to over the previous months until I got the Ea500. The only difference I think between the Kibu Malure and the Ea500 is, yeah, the Ea500 just still has that extra bit of sub bass, but the Kibu Malure, it has a pretty similar kind of a sound stage and presence in the treble region as the A500 and the Heartmirror Zero does. I'd say it still has probably uh, just slightly better detail than or as good of a detail as both of these do too. But anyway, I thought I'd uh, talk about the two of them since I've only had them a couple of weeks, and they're still pretty new to the market. The EA500 is definitely gaining a lot of popularity at the moment, and it's well uh, well received, and it's well deserved to have that popularity it's getting at the moment, because I think it really does shine in the details, and that bass is just very nice. Yeah, I don't know what else I can say really. The the two are very very different but very similar at the same time. Um, I think if you're looking for something in the 50 to $50 range, the Heartmirror Zero is not too bad of a purchase. It's got a fairly solid build with the zinc alloy shell. Uh, it is a little bit of a shallow fit, as you can see. It hasn't got the longest nozzle. It it isn't quite as nice of a fit as the EA500 and some other IMs they've come out recently, like the Kiwi's Cadenza. They're uh, they're a little more uh, comfortable and a better ceiling than the Heartmirror Zero. Can be a little bit finicky to fit sometimes. Um, but yeah, with the CP100s, they actually seal pretty well, and I do get a pretty decent fit. Um, but yeah, they can be a bit finicky, being a very small shell. You can see you can kind of see the size difference in the two of the EA500 and the Heartmirror Zero. quite a small IM, the Heartmirror Zero. Anyway, yeah, that's about all I've got to say on the two of them at the moment. If anyone wants to leave any questions in the comments, maybe I've left some things out that I could elaborate on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you watched it all the way through. Anyway, there's been audio reviews down under, and I should be getting around to some more reviews pretty soon. I've got the SMSL HO100 and the XDuo Bluetooth. What is it? The DAC that XD. I forget off the top of my head, but yeah, I will be doing a review for the both of those pretty soon. I might try and get it done within a week or so. I've been a bit slack lately with my reviews. It's probably been the first review I've done in about 3 weeks, so I'll try and get on top of those reviews for the XDuo and the SMSL, which is like my new desktop stack, which I've been very happy with. So I'll talk about those in my next video. And anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll be back very soon. Again, audio reviews down under. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. I hope I've given you guys enough information on the two IMs to, yeah, if you've been thinking about purchasing either of them, yeah, just my general kind of impressions of them. So, yeah, anyway, thanks a lot, and I'll be back again soon. See you guys.